All right. It's good to be back. It's been like almost 2 weeks. So let's get this started. Uh just wanted to talk about this new article that is pretty much like I said, it's the left is really trying to dumb down students, and they're really trying to cause a racial divide. They're trying very hard, and they're really trying to ruin African Americans, blacks, period, in the process. They're really trying to do that, and they're pulling out all stops. They act like that's the thing with the left. They act like they're helping you, but they're really not. They're not helping blacks, they're helping them to be dumbed down and to be totally dependent on the government and whites. This is the racism on the left. We already know about the racism on the right. We're also going to talk about the left, how they want to basically coddle blacks and have them dependent on a racist system that wants to keep them stupid. Citing racial inequalities, Boston Public Schools suspend new advanced learning classes. A selective program for high-performing 4th, 5th, and 6th graders in Boston has suspended enrollment due to the pandemic and concerns about the equity in the program, GBH News has learned. Superintendent Brenda Casillas recommended that one-year hiatus for the program known as advanced work classes, saying the district would not proceed with the program for new students next year. There's a problem. There's been a lot of inequalities that have been brought to the light in the pandemic that we have to address, Casillas told GBH News. There's a lot of work we have to do in the district to be anti-racist and have policies where all of our students have a fair shot at an equitable and excellent education. New students will be admitted in the 4th grade by standards to be determined at the school level, according to BPS spokesman. There will be no new students admitted in the 5th or 6th grades, the spokesman said, but those already in advanced work will be allowed to continue. A district analysis of the program found that more than 70% of students enrolled in the program were white and Asian, even though nearly 80% of all Boston Public School students are Hispanic and Black. School committee member Lorna Rivera said at a January meeting that she was disturbed by the findings, noting that nearly 60% of 4th graders in the program at the Obenberger School in West Roxbury are white, even though most 3rd graders enrolled at the school are Black and Hispanic. This is just not acceptable, Rivera said at a recent school committee meeting. I never heard these statistics before, but I'm very disturbed by them. Why are you disturbed that there are, there happen to be, white kids at a school? What does that mean? What's the difference? People go to school, parents send their kids to school to learn. And that's what they're there to do, to learn. The program was open to all students in the Boston Public Schools who took a test known as the Terra Nova in the 3rd grade and received a high score. Those students were placed in a lottery conducted by the Central Administration's office, and lottery winners received the letters inviting them to apply to the program. Last fall, 453 students received invitations, 143 students applied, and 116 enrolled this year, officials said. Students in the program have an opportunity to study subjects in greater depth and are offered more schoolwork than the traditional curriculum requires. Casillas says interest in the program had declined over several years, and only 5 schools currently offer the program: the James F. Condon School in South Boston, the Jackson Mann K-8 in Alliston, the Richard J. Murphy School in Dorchester, the William H. Obergen School in West Roxbury, and the Josiah Quincy Elementary School in Chinatown. Students already enrolled in the program will continue, Cassis said, but programming decisions about how to continue will be made at the principal level. District officials have launched a working group to determine the long-term future of the program and are expected to make a recommendation in May. Look, okay, you're going to try and penalize kids who go there to learn. Now, if the Black and Hispanic kids are falling behind, and then they need extra help. That's it. They need extra help and to be pushed. Find out what's going on at home with the parents, and try to to get involved and to help the parents to see if they're, falling behind and being good parents and helping their kids to be pushed to get good grades. All right. All this is doing is going to breed racism, punishing Asian and white kids for excelling in school. You're there. That's what you're there in school to do, to excel. You're there to grow. You're there to learn. That's what you're there for. Okay. This type of work, this type of tactic from liberals is going to push racism, is going to make whites and Asians feel disgruntled against blacks because they're punished for excelling. That's what, again, you're in school to learn. The black kids and Hispanic kids, if they're not learning up to par, then they have to be pushed to be up to par. Giving a participation trophy is an illusion. Okay. If one kid is not doing well and he feels bad because the other kids are doing well, then you have to push that kid is not doing well to do better. That's it. But this is not helping blacks. This is hurting blacks. Okay. And liberals don't care. All right. They do not care. They only care about trying to have their position of power. That's what they care about. Nothing more when it comes to that. All they care about is just trying to be that nice little white savior. You're not helping kids with that mentality. And they know that. But you want to try and punish punish white and Asians for doing what they're supposed to do. And that's to excel in school. And unfortunately, you're going to have some minorities who think that's okay. And it's not okay. You'll have some minority parents that think that's okay. It's not okay. Your kid is there to learn, not to feel pampered and to feel it's okay to fail. In Biden's America, I'm not taking Trump's side. No, I'm not. But in Biden's America, you're going to see a lot of these tactics used from the left. And it's going to hurt the black community. It's going to hurt minorities. It's going to hurt everybody involved. White, black, regardless of your color. It's going to hurt your kids and society in the long run. That's what's going to happen here. Okay? That's exactly what's going to happen with this critical race theory nonsense that's going on. Well, that's all I got to say about this. If you want to comment more, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay. Later.